Hello, guys, and welcome to another stream. And today I will be streaming Mario Paint again. So I'm gonna be doing some requests in the chat just like I did last time. And joining me today is Demeech. So yeah, this should be a fun stream because I feel like the last stream was pretty fun, especially when I drew annoying orange and whatever was going on with the sticker star one that I drew.
Yeah, this certainly isn't a Mario and Wario stream, but I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun with Mario Paint. I was gonna say Paper Mario because I've been conditioned, but
That's
yeah, this
usually
is
what
going
I'd
to
be
be so
doing.
much fun. I will ask though, how's this being played? Do you have something like a Retron HD, or didn't you say you had the Retro Duo?
Yes, I'm using the Retro Duo for this. And it actually works pretty well for me. I've been using it for years now. I think I've had it for like a decade now. But it's
Oh
actually
damn!
and it still works really well for me. It plays like all of my NES and SNES games. They clone said clearly you should do, I don't know, Mario with a baseball bat referencing the best Mario sports game. Yeah, I'll do that right after I do the first request, which will be from Demeech. So yeah, what is your request for your first for the first request of the stream?
My idea. I want you to draw the Pinocchio scene, but instead of Pinocchio, it's Petey. So I'll
Okay.
send the Pinocchio scene and Petey on Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have a
Have you
general
seen the
idea.
movie?
Um, I honestly don't want to.
I haven't seen the full movie, but it's something else. And something else not in a good way. But it's just like, yeah, there was that one scene. There's actually a funny story behind it. And I'll definitely tell you about that during this because there's a reason why I want Petey to be in the scene.
Okay. Can you? Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
And garbage Pinocchio.
Yeah, I've seen.
Screaming my ear to stop. No, we never said Persona was bad. Persona's a good game. There's no, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Persona. I never said anything about Persona, but essentially what happened with the Pinocchio thing is T&D and I were talking about it, and T&D is the voice of Petey, by the way, for those of you who don't know. And essentially what happened is we were talking about it, and I asked him or said something on the phone, and he says, yeah, I already know what it is. It's Pinocchio huffing the poop from the movie. And I said, no, that's not what I was going to tell you about. So then it just became a sort of dumb joke. And then there was a video that I did with a live premiere, and I fell asleep because I didn't get enough sleep that day. And I commented in the live chat just before I went back to sleep, hey, sorry guys, I didn't get any sleep. I'm going back to bed. Thanks for going to the premiere. And T&D said, yeah, because you were sending me Pinocchio huffing poop memes at 3 a.m., which didn't happen. It wasn't 3 a.m. It was probably at night, but it wasn't 3 a.m. So what I decided to do the past week is double down, and I scheduled the Pinocchio meme to send to him at 3 a.m. for 5 days in a row. So the first day he'd be like, okay, yeah, I expect this. Okay, what's going on? And then I'd call him, and I asked, everything all right? Because he's been quiet, and he's like, oh, everything's all right, Pinocchio? And it just became a joke. And it's going to look even funnier. Well, you got the PD thing and the scene, right?
Yeah.
You see?
Yes. Yeah.
Here, this should give you some context. No, but the Disney live action remakes are awful.
Yeah. I don't like it. Like every time I see like a new one releasing, it's just like why? Like I mean, I know it's the money, but like it's ridiculous like how many of these they're making, and they're just almost always bad.
Yeah. Well, Disney just does it because it's an established property, And with that being said, it's going to make money regardless because they bank on nostalgia. But on some more positive news, have you seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
Not yet, but I want to see it sometime soon.
You got to see it. It is excellent. Hey, Devin, what's going on? And Soshi's here. Honestly, what's Miyamoto's thoughts on Paper Mario? Probably paper thin.
I don't think Miyamoto has had like barely any involvement in the Paper Mario series since like 64 and Thousand Year Door. Because I feel like a lot of people try to blame Miyamoto on the problems with Paper Mario, but I feel like that's more like internally within Intelligent Systems rather than anything that Miyamoto did. Because Miyamoto, like, I feel like people missed the part of the interview when Tanabe said that Miyamoto didn't even like the later builds of Sticker Star. It's weird. Like, Miyamoto did say like it looked too similar to Thousand Year Door with like the older builds of the game, but then like when with the later builds of the game that more resembled like the final version of Sticker Star, he actually like didn't like them, and he thought they were worse than the original version.
The whole Paper Mario situation is just such a weird thing, and I know I've talked about how you talk about it a lot, and I might have said, "Oh, we got to stop talking about Paper Mario," but the more I think about it, it's just like it's such a weird situation, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a thing where the developers and Nintendo are clearly aware what the feedback is, but for some ungodly reason they don't listen. I'm assuming what it is, this is my theory, is that the developers see it as a sort of passion project and they have fun developing the game. Like, these are games that they personally find fun to play, and they're making these as a sort of passion project. But, this is a game that is being, it's a game being sold to pretty much the world. And
Yeah.
the fans have spoken up about how they want to see a traditional Paper Mario game, but they just won't go back for some reason. They'll try to go back. They'll have some little nods to the past games, kind of like the faux partners in Origami King, the ones who are characters that follow you around, but they're really not partners.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I think here's my theory. I feel like a lot of the developers involved with it genuinely want to make a game like the older Paper Mario games, but can't due to like whatever IP team behind this, and like I'm not sure if Tanabe has anything to do with it, but it seems like for a lot of the things that they want to do, it kind of seems like they want to push closer to the classic games. But there's basically it seems like there's a wall kind of preventing that to happen.
Here's a weird thing about it, though. Nintendo has showcased in the Switch era that they're not afraid to take risks with their series, and Mario's done some weird things. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope was a recent example of that. And yeah, the sales of the game they didn't meet Ubisoft's expectations, but the thing is, I think that's not because of the game itself, it's just because people thought it was going to go on sale.
Yeah. I feel like
that game has a lot of creative risks and stuff, and it's unlike any other Mario game. And I would say the same for pretty much all of them on the Switch. None of them really feel generic outside of some of the sports games and Origami King. So it just seems like a Paper Mario problem and not a Mario problem.
I have a Paper Mario problem.
I have many problems.
But
that is a great scene. And just write "eat the flies." So she gets a joke. Yeah, that was a quote from Scott the Woz. Yeah, Bobby does participate in some battles, but not really.
I actually have an idea for like how traditional partners could work in Origami King. Of course I do, because I'm the Paper Mario fan, but I was thinking, like, I feel like if Origami King was just a little different in how it was designed, I feel like they could have easily like implemented like a system more closely related to like the classic games. Because like a lot of the things could be like, I feel like they could easily have like a EXP system, because there's a lot of things that they could upgrade in the game that are just like upgraded with collectibles. Because I feel like it would be cool if you could actually like increase the max confetti, and as well as the HP and different things like that. They could easily they easily could have implemented EXP in that way.
Yeah, here's the thing. It does have the setup to be like a RPG battle system, but they just don't go all out with it, which is really weird. So I just would have preferred if they went for real-time combat only. But overall, I found Origami King to be a solid game, but not particularly one that I'm really too fond of. It's not a game that makes me angry by any means. It's just kind of baffling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree, because there's like, even though I enjoyed Origami King, there are definitely a lot of problems that I have with it, and I have been kind of critical about it over the past couple years.
I haven't tried out Origami King Unfolded, but DM me some of your artwork that you did. I have Mario Kart Arcade GP and a Hanna-Barbera Pac-Man problem. So actually, that's a good problem to have. Hello, J to the P Moreno, how's it going? But let's see, Cooper Productions is also here. Good to see you. But I was gonna say that, speaking of arcades, I think you were there for the F-Zero video today, but did you hear I actually got to play F-Zero AX?
Yeah, I heard you say that. Where did you play it at?
It was at an arcade near me. What's cool is my mom actually used to work there, and I think I was out of school, so I was there, and they let me play.
Thank you for the donation, Nate Clone.
Thank you, Nate. And Reese is going to get a Mountain Dew with that, or he'll play some F-Zero AX. But I found this machine. Or did he ask a question?
Yeah, actually, let me read this. Not in the mood for making another Paper Mario essay, so here's a good idea. Entering books and being in their stories. Fairy tales, comic books, etc. Actually, I feel like I actually had the idea for like a comic book styled Paper Mario game before, because they're kind of like, the Paper Mario series like initially was kind of like replicating themes from like books and different things, and kind of had a pop-up style. So I think that would be really cool if they explored like different like styles of books in Paper Mario. I think that would be really cool.
Well, the original was called Mario Story, so I think that's what they were going for. The crafted style, it does work for a few games. Like I'm gonna do a review of Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, but Nate, that was a very nice donation of you.
Yeah, thank you.
But Pac-Land predated MS Paint, so the argument that it was made in that software is ridiculous. You're right, MS Paint copied Mario, but the F-Zero thing, going back to that, I found this machine, and it looked so cool, and then I found out it was F-Zero AX, which is pretty much the holy grail of Nintendo arcade games. And it was a really cool experience. The seat tilts while you play it. It's stuff that's in GX, so if you played GX before, you've played AX. But it's such a great game, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's probably going to be one of my next obsessions. And maybe you'll get obsessed with it too once you play it.
Yeah, I've actually played GX before, and it's really fun.
It's really difficult, I will say.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I played it with my friend, and he was much better than me at it. But it's still pretty fun.
Does it have multiplayer?
Yeah, it does.
It seems more like a game that, well, it's a racing game, so it probably would have multiplayer. But it doesn't seem like a multiplayer-friendly game, just because of how difficult it can get. Let's see the back of the box. How many players? Oh, 1 to 4 players simultaneously, yeah. 30 pilots, 20 courses. I'm looking at the back. Sega made it, which was interesting.
Okay, I'm almost
Bob,
done.
I will ask a question to the chat. This is a wonderful drawing. Tricky Nick's here.
Hey, Tricky Nick.
Tricky Nick. How's Canada?
Tricky Nick and the meat.
Sucking. You're not going anywhere. You know what's funny? That guy made a post, or did I show you?
Wait, which thing?
That guy made a post about me saying that he understood where I was coming from with my takes on Nintendo. So even this guy has more common sense than casual Nintendo
Yeah.
or Twitter.
Okay, I'm almost done here.
You should draw the avatar in Mario Paint. Oh wow, you're getting another donation.
Yeah,
I'll read
thank
the
you.
question.
Hi,
You're making it
Reese.
rain today?
Do you think the Mario movie will do well at the box office? Are you planning to watch it in theaters? Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching it in theaters, and I do think it will do pretty well in the box office. I think it will. My prediction is like at least um, probably I'm thinking like around 500 million in the box office. Like, cause Mario is one of the biggest media franchises, so not just video games, but media in general. So I could definitely see the Mario movie doing pretty well.
I would say 250 million at least, but it's really good that this movie is actually turning out to be great.
Okay, so here's the first one with with your request, Demeech, with Petey recreating the Pinocchio scene, the iconic Pinocchio scene.
There's only one thing that you need to add. You have to add "Eat the flies."
Okay. Actually, I think I should have larger text here.
I feel Twitter's obsessed with the Mish. No, I don't really see that anymore. I don't see them
it's
talking
Reddit
much
now.
about me on Twitter anymore. Yeah, it's Reddit now. We went from Twitter to Reddit instantly.
And you know, do you know the ironic thing about Reddit is that some communities there you would expect to be toxic actually aren't as toxic as you think, even though there are a lot of toxic communities on Reddit. Like r/Paper Mario, I was expecting that to be toxic, but it's actually like one of the surprisingly neutral parts of the Paper Mario community. But I feel like r/Pikmin, on the other hand, while the Pikmin fan base doesn't really seem to be toxic, I feel like r/Pikmin is usually much crazier than you'd expect.
Well, I think that just in general, the Mario and Pikmin fan bases are great. Like, the Mario fan base is pretty awesome. There really isn't much discourse outside of, just standard Twitter stuff, but it's Pokemon and Sonic where it's at. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on Pokemon. I'm not sure how to feel about this, but with the Pokemon situation, it does kind of make me angry that this game is selling as well as it is, because fans deserve better. And it's fine if you enjoy the games. I think people can enjoy them. I don't care if someone enjoys a game, but I don't understand why they defend it.
I finished it.
This is great. Oh my gosh, that is a work of art.
Yeah,
T&D is going to be so happy.
Take a screenshot of it.
I'm going to right now.
Yeah,
everyone
who wants to keep this image, take a screenshot of it now before I delete it.
It's going on OpenSea.
I'm offering 5 million Reese coin for this. Yes, I created a new cryptocurrency out now called Reese coin, and I'm selling some NFTs.
Did I get it by playing Cooking Mama Cookstar?
Actually, yeah, you can definitely earn a lot of it by doing that. Also, to earn Reese coin, or to use your Reese coin, you could actually get like a lot of Paper Mario themed rewards. Like I have like a sticker star collection with a bunch of sticker star themed NFTs. Like one that says Stay Perky, and I'll be giving a Stay Perky one to Soshi for free. So Soshi, look out in your Instagram DMs for some Stay Perky NFTs.
And with your purchase of the NFTs, you will also get a free Mario sticker.
So
You
yeah.
get the reference?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Since I recorded Since I recorded your order, I'm gonna throw in a free Mario NFT or a free Mario sticker. Yeah, the DK oldies.
Yeah, I've seen what's been going on with DK oldies, and I think from what I've seen, people are just calling it a scam and stuff.
Do I need to play how many hours of TTYD to earn Reese coin? Okay, so basically you have to earn one Reese coin, you have to complete the Pit of 100 trials at least 10 times on 10 HP to get one Reese coin.
And you gotta play them in Super Paper Mario too.
That is if you don't pay the $150,000 that it normally costs.
I just don't get the NFT thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I will never understand it. Like, I've tried to, but I just don't get it.
Also, what do you want me to draw next?
I think the chat should give you a request. So let's see. Nick275.
Yeah,
good to see you.
Hey Nick2751.
How does it feel drawing with the mouse? Because I always found it hard to do in Mario Paint.
It's hard, but I've been getting used to it. I just kind of like to draw like how I do in MS Paint, just like kind of draw some I like to just draw some like fun, like goofy things in Mario Paint, just like nothing too complicated. Let me see. Draw Mario Baseball. Okay, yeah, I got a couple requests for Mario Baseball. So, yeah, I think I'll draw Mario Baseball.
They want you to draw Mario Baseball, and then another one, Rabid Demeech, and someone right-clicking on an NFT.
Actually, yeah, I'll put all of those in one image. I actually did that last stream where I put a few things in one image. So, yeah, I'll do the Mario Baseball one first. Okay, send all of those to me in the DMs so I make sure to do all of them. So, Mario Baseball, Rabid Demeech, and what else?
I like clicking NFT.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson's, and then draw the Brave Little Toaster.
Okay. Actually, I'll put the Brave Little Toaster in the NFT one in the next image. But I'll do, for this one, I'll do the Mario Baseball and Rabid Demeech.
Is Mario Baseball a meme on your channel or something?
I have been mentioning, I did mention it in one of my videos, but I'm not sure. Actually, on Discord, we've been bringing it up somewhat about like Mario Baseball, if it should happen or not. So I'm not sure if it has to do with that, but
I think you'd know my stance. As long as it's a full game, then I'd love it. But if it's going to be the same as the other sports games, we're probably getting 1,000 Demeech videos after that.
I feel like I always draw Mario in the Paper Mario style. That's like just my way of drawing Mario now. I mean, I'm sure that's a big surprise to you.
I think in this case, it's probably better.
It's pretty simple. Like, it's a pretty simple design for Mario. So that's why I kind of like to draw it. And also because I'm obsessed with the series and everything. But
now with the 2023, do you think we're gonna get any like major Mario games, or what spin-offs do you think we're gonna get? Because I think this year is gonna be pretty light in terms of games.
I do feel like we're gonna get something more substantial for Mario than we did last year, because last year we only got Battle League and Sparks of Hope. So I feel like this year we might get something a little bigger for Mario, like possibly like I'm thinking what they'll do is release a 2D game this year to tie in with the movie, and next year they'll release a 3D Mario game, the kind of tie-in with the next console. That's what I think they'll do.
Yeah, I think new hardware is just bound to happen at this point. I'm assuming what probably happened is they thought of the idea of a Switch Pro, but as time went on, it just did not make sense to do. But I do think that the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be isn't going to be a major upgrade, but it'll be like the other next gen consoles where some games will be backwards compatible but enhanced on the new hardware.
Yeah, I think it will be. What I think it will be is 4K with 1080p handheld, because I think they're gonna keep the hybrid model, because I don't think Nintendo's gonna abandon that, because they already like were really successful with the Switch and everything. But they'll probably have like a couple new things here, and they might stick with the Switch branding and everything, because it seems like one of their recent like things that they I think one of their investor meetings, they had like a thing where they'd continue like their services on the next console. So I think they're gonna continue like the Switch Online stuff on the next console. They're not gonna like redo like the consoles and everything. They're not gonna like with how they're doing like Switch Online with Nintendo 64 games and NES, SNES. I think they're gonna keep that onto the next console, because it seems like they've been doing it like much later than they normally would. And yeah, I feel like they're not going to abandon that Switch Online thing, because it seems like they've put like a lot into that. So I don't think they're going to abandon that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're probably going to do sort of Game Boy Color-esque thing, where it is an upgrade in terms of power, but there will be games that are backwards compatible on the old Switch. Probably just not running as well.
Yeah, that's what I think will happen. Yeah, I feel like it kind of like either comparable to the Game Boy Color or the Xbox or PlayStation, how they've been handling their games and everything.
Do you think we just reached a sort of plateau when it comes to power, and consoles just can't get any more powerful? Or there's not really a need for more power?
I don't know. I feel like certain forms of media, like whether it's like books, art, TV, different things like that, like all different forms of media. I feel like there's a point where they really like can't get that much better, because I feel like it's like I feel like that might be happening with video games. I don't think we're at that point yet, because I feel like there still is some room for video games to kind of like improve graphically. Not much, but I do think it might take like a bit until we get to that point. But yeah, I feel like most forms of media have a point where they grow, and then they kind of are at a point where they're actually, I should probably make Mario's baseball bat red. Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Who knows? Maybe in the year 2015 we'll see. Yeah, TBH Switch games look pretty bad.
Yeah, 8K, the eye can't see past that resolution. So with 8K, we've reached the peak. But also, I think that 4K looks fine. The next big step for games is smell-o-vision. 4D? Could you imagine a 4D Mario game? You go underground and it smells like the sewers of New York.
No, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like those Spy Kids movies where you have you have like a card, and then on the screen it says like scratch the number 1 card, and then you smell it, and it's like a sewer, and then you smell another one, and it's just like it smells like the bottom of Mario's foot after he stomped on like 50 Goombas, and then
Number 15. Mario foot lettuce.
But they're gonna do the Spy Kids 4 approach.
I thought, or they advertised it 4D Aromascope, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be such a cool thing, and it just turned out to be a scratch and sniff card.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I saw it in theaters when they did that, and I thought it was weird how they had the card and everything. Didn't they have one where like a dog farted or something, and then they had one with like candy, and I
Sounds like he's gonna being boozled.
does anyone in the chat remember that? Because it was like over 10 years ago at this point when they did that with the Spy Kids 4 and everything.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was, what was the movie called? Let me see
Um,
them.
it was like
Oh my gosh, Jack Attack's Common is just something else. Well, go on.
um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let me see. Like
Probably
like smelling the underwater Mario levels or the forest areas in Zelda. What about SpongeBob 4D? Oh yeah, I saw SpongeBob 4D at the Nickelodeon resort, the place that used to be in Orlando, but shut down a few years ago. You went to that, Beach, right?
Yeah, I did go to that. And I've also seen the 4D shows at Universal and Disney before. So what I expected was something like that, where it would be that kind of 4D. But instead it was just this aromascope scratch and sniff card, and it was lame. But 4D, if you guys don't know what it is, 4D is this thing where it's just 3D, but it's more enhanced. Like where
Oh, your mic is kind of
the
cutting
sequel
out.
vibrate. All right, so 4D is essentially just a marketing term for 3D, but enhanced with things like, or like the SpongeBob thing, for example. It was about chasing a pickle that was going to be on a Krabby Patty. So there were scenes where you could smell the pickle, the Krabby Patties, and you'd feel the seats. They had Shrek 4D too, which I saw at Universal. So that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, they had the smell-o-vision cards for Rugrats. But Nick2751, that sounds cool. I'm guessing you went to Colombia for vacation, or your family's from Colombia. And what is it like over there? Because I heard it is dangerous, but that could not, or I'm not sure if it's true or not.
I feel like
So I'm looking for more places to travel to.
I feel like in some countries there's like certain areas that are dangerous, and then there's other areas that are like safer to visit for like tourists. I feel like that goes for every country. Some countries there's more like dangerous areas due to I mean like obviously like the state of the economy and everything, but there's always in most countries there's obviously like some exceptions, but in a lot of countries there are generally like safer areas for tourists to visit.
Let's see, both actually. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home. Oh, so it's dangerous and also safe. Yeah, because my family's from Greece, and I find it safer there than it is here, but still pretty safe here.
Okay. Oh yeah, Rabid Demich. I want to see how I
drew Petey the Pirate.
Okay, let's see how I can draw Rabid Demich here. This is
I'm still laughing at the Petey drawing. Eat the flies.
Speaking of Rabbids, have you seen the Rayman 4 leak? That like it was like basically a leaked build of the canceled Rayman 4 actually got leaked.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't see much of it.
Yeah, I saw a couple clips of it, but it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, initially, Rayman 4 was going to have the Rabbids as the antagonist, but then it just became Rayman Raving Rabbids, which, you know, a lot of people don't like the Rabbids because of that. let's see more of the comments. Who is he talking to? Or Reese is talking to Dimitri. I'm talking to Reese.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Nick2751. What if you finish the 4D Mario and Peach bakes a cake, but it turns into a 5D game and you can eat the cake in real life? Now that'd be insane.
I hope it's not
James of the P. Moreno, I did not know you were Colombian. That's cool.
I hope it's I hope the cake doesn't have any cleanser in it from Paper Mario. I know I had to mention that, but do you know how in
Cleanser?
Do you know how in Paper Mario 64 you can put like the cleanser, the dish soap in the cake? And then
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can put the soap in the cake and serve it to the gourmet guy.
What chapter is this in? Because I got up to chapter 3. I was playing out of my actual N64.
I think it's after chapter 3. I forgot what chapter it was in, but yeah, it's after chapter 3, I believe.
Yeah, I gotta go back to that game. I beat Thousand Year Door and I beat Super Paper Mario, but I haven't beat the first one yet.
Yeah, the first one I would say is pretty good. I prefer Thousand Year Door because I feel like it made a lot of improvements to 64, but I still really like 64. It definitely is one of my favorites in the series.
I just find it hard to go back to N64 games that have a GameCube counterpart, because the GameCube ones are always better.
Yeah, for me, I feel like 64 I still like really enjoy to play it like along with the Thousand Year Door because I feel like it has kind of its own kind of things going for it, like the art style I really like. But yeah, even though I prefer the Thousand Year Door, there are things like the art style and the charm of the game that I really like that feels pretty distinct.
The thing with Paper Mario 64 is that it's aged pretty well. It's
Yeah.
not a game that has aged poorly, but I just think Thousand Year Door is better. But
Yeah.
going from something like F-Zero GX to X, it's a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
How long on average was each game? Are we talking about Paper Mario? I think it was 30 hours for Thousand Year Door, 20 for Super Paper Mario. But I like to take my time throughout those kind of games.
Yeah, every Paper...
Thousand Year Door... Yeah, I beat that game. I beat both of them in 2020. So, but go on.
Most, Paper Mario games are between 20 to 30 hours.
Yeah, I would say that that's a pretty good estimate. They are RPGs, so they're going to be a little bit longer, but, you know, when you play a game, you probably don't want it to be over too soon, but also, there are games that are too long, but the Paper Mario games do a good job, but...
Wait,
this is an unpopular opinion.
Wait, Dimitri played an RPG? That's illegal! Because you know how everyone thinks you hate...
I hate JRPGs, apparently. No, essentially, yeah. He's right. You guys, mark the occasion. I don't understand it. All I said is that there are a lot of RPGs in the directs, and I just wish that there was more variety. I never said that they were bad. So insecure. I think the JRPG stands are just insecure that their games aren't mainstream like the Mario games. So they just decide to bash everyone else for their taste in games, telling everyone to play other games, yet they only play JRPGs.
Also, how is Rabid Dimitri?
Looks pretty good.
So, just gonna do this and then add a background to it.
He needs to have yellow teeth.
Okay.
And a purple suit.
Most a lot of the rabbits just don't wear any clothes, so I just decided actually maybe I should make the spots with the skin orange to kind of make up for it, since I was kind of going for like a regular rabbit style.
Oh, so make me like Bowser?
Actually, yeah, the Bowser coloring looks pretty good on there, but
Oh, speaking of, Bowser is here.
oh,
But Dimitri, name with several letters, says he thinks there are too many RPGs, which means he automatically hates them. You saw the post on Casual Nintendo saying, so Dimitri said Fire Emblem fans are eating good, so I decided to make a list of all the Fire Emblem games on the Switch and all the Mario games. I think that it was rather telling that they took the Virtual Boy post seriously.
yeah. And you know the thing is, there were even some comments that like knew that your post was a joke, and they were like, it was funny because there are a lot of people that could clearly tell, but like the main poster like obviously didn't get it. But okay, so here I finished it. Here's Rabid Demich and Paper Mario playing baseball, because that's the type of Mario I usually draw.
That is a beautiful drawing.
You should use Rabid Demich as your profile picture on Discord.
Perhaps for National Leg Strap Day.
Yeah.
Happy National Leg Strap Day, Nintendo fans.
Okay, so what was
July
the...
26th is the Leg Strap Day.
So take some screenshots now before I delete it. Also, what was the next request? I think it was right-clicking an NFT and Brave Little Toaster, yeah. So I'll do Toaster from the Brave Little Toaster, right-clicking an NFT.
Are you gonna draw a Bored Ape for the NFT?
Yes.
The Wario crack quote is so funny without the context. Yeah, I would say you're probably right about that. Obviously, it was an extreme comparison. That's what made it funny.
Okay.
No, yeah, the main poster didn't get the Virtual Boy post, saying, I don't know what to think, but I've talked to him before, and he just doesn't get sarcasm. That's just him. And he doesn't go, or he's not after me or anything like that. He just did not understand the post. But the other ones who didn't get it, and were actually thinking that I legitimately think the Virtual Boy is better than the Switch, that's what I was just like, what? And of course that recent Pokemon post.
Actually, since I'm drawing Toaster, I'm also going to make the computer alive as well, since in the Brave Little Toaster, all the appliances are alive, kind of like Toy Story, how the toys are. So I'm just going to look up the computer from the Brave Little Toaster.
So she wanted to ask, did you force Reese to watch Red Ape? No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I watched it back...
Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it back when it was, like, first out. And it's horrible. It's, like, probably one of the worst, like, animations that I've ever seen. It like, I had low expectations right before I watched it, but it's awful.
I think they're working on Red Ape Episode 3, but I wouldn't be surprised when it gets canceled. No, Red Ape Family is the worst cartoon I've ever seen. Not even because of the animation, but none of it made sense.
Also,
I didn't understand any of it.
Also, this computer that I'm drawing is the one that, for any of you who've seen, the second movie, the second Brave Little Toaster movie, this is the computer that makes that, one dirty joke. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
I haven't seen it. The only time I laughed was Saber Fart. Do you remember anything about the Red Ape Family, Reese?
Yes, yeah, I saw that video, that you mentioned.
Like, do you remember any of the jokes or the characters?
Wait, what did you say?
Do you remember any of the jokes or the characters or what was going on?
I did see some things about it, on the, Saber Spark video.
No, essentially what it is It's the Red Ape family is trying to escape to Mars after Chucky, the main character, stole the golden NFT. But in the episode, you don't have any idea what's going on. There's this scene where these British guys are just watching over them, and they just say, "Look at the mess you got us into. Who, how, who? Is there an owl here? You won't get away with this, Chucky." And they don't give any context about it. Another thing is that there's like the Mars International Airport thing, and the one boarding agent is just Dill from American Dad. It's just one of the worst, insane shows I've seen. And not in a good way either. I'm sort of conflicted on the ape thing. I do think the character design in that show for the main character is decent.
Oh yeah, Nick 2751 got my reference. My memory banks are being stroked and by an expert. I remember that. I need to send you the I need to send you the clip.
Is Brave Little Toaster a Disney movie?
Yes.
Are you looking forward to the live action remake?
I'm gonna be I've already bought 5 tickets for it to see it 5 times in a row because I'm also obsessed with the Brave Little Toaster, but yeah, it's not like it technically is a Disney movie, but it's like not like directly made by Disney. It's just owned by Disney.
Oh, there actually is a live action remake. Or wait.
No, there isn't.
Fake.
I was about to say.
This is fake. No, I saw it on some fandom thing. Or what is this? The Brave Little Toaster is an upcoming American drama, fantasy, and science fiction film. Annoying Orange live action, part of the Disney remakes. This seems like something I would write.
Wait, have you seen any of the Brave Little Toaster movies, Demeech?
I haven't.
You need to see at least the original. The original is actually pretty good. The other ones are kind of decent. I like them because they're nostalgic and everything. But the first one is actually pretty good. And some of the people who actually worked on the first movie went on the make movies for Pixar, like Toy Story. Like, the plot of Toy Story is actually inspired by the Brave Little Toaster.
I did not know that. I gotta check it out sometime.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna draw a toaster now.
Imagine Demeech the live action remake, where people try to film a wild gator who eats the camera, and the rest of his movie's his mouth. Well, it'd probably be better than a Disney live action remake. Let's check out the Brave Little Toaster and see. Brave Little Toaster. I could have sworn the character design feels very Disney-like. Actually, no, it's not. I thought it was more Disney than it looked, but not really.
It's made by I forgot. Wait, what was the Actually, let me see. I forgot the studio that made it. It was, I know it's the same studio that made the Proud Family. Hyperion Pictures.
Interesting. Was Lyle Lyle Crocodile a good movie?
I didn't watch it. I even though I made that one edit. Oh, were you talking to the? Okay. I know. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I know Cart Fesser has. And he told he told me about it in on my Discord server, and I actually when I saw that, I made that edit. Remember that edit of The Beach the movie where I
I
edited the.
remember. I don't think Cartfessor is here, but I saw that meme that he recently made of Petey about Hogwarts Legacy, and I did not understand it in the slightest.
Yeah, that was weird.
There's humor that you don't find funny, and then there's Cartfessor humor. Cartfessor's something else, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Did you see his video about Pac-Man World Repack?
Actually, I haven't.
Essentially what happened is he wanted to go to the Pac-Man World Repack event at San Diego Comic-Con, but he couldn't go because you had to be 21 or older because they had cocktails and tequila. And then he was saying, what? This is an E for everyone game. But they're like, haha, I got the cocktails and tequila crap.
Oh yeah, I think I didn't see the video, but I remember him talking about that.
It was one of the funniest videos he did. And I referenced it in Nintendo Rumors of the Week.
Yeah, I remember
I've
that.
only done 2 episodes in that series, but do you think I should make it a series on the channel more often?
Yeah, I think maybe you should, but maybe like try doing it based on different topics. I think to make it interesting. Because I
I'll
think
ask Jeff Grubb about it. What's the rumor now?
Nintendo
More
Direct.
Pro stuff?
I think either I've been seeing both Nintendo Direct and Switch 2. They
When I
can't.
saw the orange Barty poster, I said, whoa, it's Soshi. What was that, Reese?
Oh yeah. I know we were talking about Cartfessor, but he's actually he's actually called Packfessor now.
I'm still not used to that.
Yeah, I've been calling him Cartfessor since like 2020 when I first knew him. So it's, yeah, I'm not used to.
Well, here's my definitive argument for why Brave Little Toaster isn't a Disney movie. The most recent rumor, Metroid Prime Trilogy is being remade for the Switch. You know, if you say something enough, it's gonna happen probably. But here's where the rumor falls flat. You really think Nintendo's gonna do a trilogy? They've showcased time and time again that they're fine just releasing one entry and charging full price.
They did do 3D All Stars, but that had a Nintendo 64 game as one of the games, so they're certainly not going to do 2 GameCube games in a Wii game.
I wish they would make more of the GameCube games available, because it's become a huge problem. They're just too expensive now, where it's not really accessible for most people.
Okay, I'm almost done with this next one. I just need to do the NFT part.
Oh, one more request. Soshi wants the Pringles guy.
Okay.
But which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the
Oh,
old Mr. Pringle
preferably
or the new one?
preferably oversimplified. So I think the new one.
That's where all hell broke loose with the freaking Pringles guy. Reese is actually the reason why that video happened.
Yeah, because I suggested to you. I saw a lot of memes, like around the time that came out, like, please don't turn me into an oversimplified logo. So yeah, that's kind of what inspired the title and that video and everything. But yeah, I suggested that because that was like a pretty popular meme at the time, especially with the Pringles logo and everything.
Well, it's a video I wanted to make for quite some time, but you just told me.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah. I've always hated the oversimplified logo thing. Call me old-fashioned if you will, but I like my gradients. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like the Y2K and Frutiger Arrow aesthetics.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. It's like the 2000s aesthetic for like UIs and stuff. What's it called?
Yeah, there's so the one from the early 2000s and like late 90s, like like with the GameCube, the original Xbox, Windows XP, things like that, the PS2, that's considered, and then some Nintendo 64 influence. That's kind of considered to be Y2K aesthetic, kind of like a futuristic looking aesthetic. Like, do you know like the Matrix and kind of the style that that movie had?
I haven't seen it.
Do you know like the futuristic, like, I guess another movie that had it was like Spy Kids.
Are there any games that have?
For games, um, hmm, um,
Jay took the people right
I know.
on
Oh,
Minions and me.
I know the older Halo games kind of had that aesthetic. That
Yeah, I'll check. I'll look into it after the stream.
And then
But
the other style is Frutiger Arrow. And that style is kind of the one used between the mid 2000s to like the early 2010s. That's like the skeuomorphism, like with the early versions of iOS and like the Wii U, the Wii, different things like that.
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the NFT.
All right, I do have to head out from the stream after this, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the drawing turns out.
Yeah, I'm almost done with this here. I'm gonna do like one of the board ape ones.
If you need a reference, I got the profile picture.
Oh, I actually already have it pulled up.
Now I was gonna ask, have you played Kirby's Epic Yarn?
I have
The
it.
original one
I have it, the
or
original
the
one.
3DS remake?
But I still need to play it because I've been busy with other games lately, but I'm looking forward to playing it because I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I'm doing a review of the 3DS one, and I'm currently also playing it as we speak. But the thing is that with this game specifically, it's so weird how the last 3DS games just felt completely unnecessary. Like, obviously, the Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story one, but just all those games except for WarioWare Gold would have been way better on the Switch.
Yeah. It's like it's weird how long they pushed the 3DS after the Switch launched. Like I said before, I feel like Nintendo likes to continue their consoles long after like the successor to that console launches. Like the Game Boy Advance, they did that with that console as well. I think I guess like to some extent the DS after the 3DS launched.
I don't know, it didn't really seem like that because the only Game Boy Advance games I can think of are Minish Cap and Mother 3 from like, let's see, Minish Cap, Mother 3.
Also Mario
I'm
Party
sure there was a lot of,
Advance.
well, I want to forget about that one. J. P. Moreno said Minion Demich, if it's able to make it.
Oh, oh yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, I could do Minion to Beach, possibly. Um,
Dude, those apes are bored. They sure are. Yeah, the Wii U. Do you remember when Nintendo said they were going to support the Wii U and the NX wouldn't replace it? And then the minute Breath of the Wild came out, see you.
yeah. And I think the Wii U even ended support like before the Switch launched.
Yeah, they discontinued it, I think in 2016.
Actually, I think it was like January 2017.
I think or it doesn't matter when they shut down production, but I think it was before the Switch even launched.
Yeah.
The only reason why Breath of the Wild came to the Wii U is because it was originally for it and they also promised it. The GameCube, or it seems like with their consoles they drop support, but for their handhelds they stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It was really weird how they handled the 3DS though, because it just, I don't think they ever had like two handhelds consistently at the same time. Like they had the Switch and the 3DS. I think they had it just in case the Switch failed, so they had a backup plan. But
Yeah.
like I could understand it for 2017, some of 2018, but we were well in, or end of 2019, still getting new games. It's just so weird to think that when the 3DS got its last first-party game, the console was 8 years old. And I remember everyone said the 3DS wasn't going to make it because smartphones were the future.
Yeah, and considering how most mobile games are, I can definitely like see why the 3DS still did so well.
Well, don't forget the price too for the 2DS was like, I think it was only $80,
Yeah.
and it came with Mario Kart 7.
Also, could we just talk about how expensive a lot of the 3D a lot of the 3DS systems are nowadays? Because I think it's pretty hard to find like a new 2DS XL for under $200 now.
I think it's similar to the Game Boy Advance where people want an Ultimate DS or something, so they get just the best one. Kind of like how there was the SP. I don't know why they're so expensive though.
Yeah, but I'm almost done with the Brave Little Toaster NFT thing here. So let's see. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna see which background looks the best with this. Actually, that's fine. Okay. So take a screenshot of this amazing picture of Brave Little Toaster right-clicking in NFT.
And of what?
So Demeech, did you or anyone in the chat did you see the video of that guy like he was like ranting about like people like right-clicking NFTs. Like it was this guy like I forgot what it was exactly, but there was this random guy like he like recorded a video and then posted it to Twitter and he like replied with people with this video, and then he was like,
I haven't seen it.
yeah, it was like you can't download NFTs. It's like I forgot what it was, but it was stupid. I'm not sure if anyone saw that video. Like I made an edit of it with like Earthbound or something, but like it was like it was pretty funny. I need to see where I posted it, but it was like I'll send you the video after the stream. But it was pretty funny. I think
My
I've heard
question to you is there anything intelligent about NFTs? I don't think so.
No, not really, but... Oh yeah, you think it's funny to screenshot people's NFTs. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's what it was.
I saw the funniest one,
Yeah,
which
I need
was
the...
a parody of piracy things. You wouldn't steal an NFT, or you wouldn't screenshot an NFT.
I need to see if this was posted to YouTube. You think it's funny the screenshot it's an NFT?
Retro 31's here. Good to see you.
I need to see, I want to see if I can play the audio from the... Oh yeah, I found it. It actually became viral after I found it on Twitter, but yeah.
Where do you find that specific NFT?
Oh, which one?
The one you drew. That's the one from Red Ape Family.
Yeah, I looked it up on Google Images.
Just NFT?
No, I looked up Red Ape Family. Yeah, I'm gonna play it in the background here.
You think it's funny to take screenshots of people's NFTs, huh?
Yeah, the NFT bubble burst.
Theft is a joke to you. I'll have you know that the blockchain doesn't lie. I own it.
I'm looking forward to checking
Even
it
if you
out.
save it, it's my property. You are mad that you don't own the art that I own. Delete that screenshot.
You think it's funny to screenshot the NFT?
You think that's funny?
I just noticed I have a bit of the Mario Party text in the background here. I'm gonna fix that real quick. You think it's funny the screenshot? Yeah, that's I didn't realize it went viral, but I'm not because I think I actually saw the guy who posted it on there on Twitter, but yeah, I'm not surprised why it was popular because it's pretty funny. Okay,
It does seem.
so let's see. I think I'll do one more picture here. Okay. Oh, what are you guys drawing? I just drew the Brave Little Toaster right-clicking an NFT. So what should I draw next?
Someone said Minion Demeech.
Yeah, I think I'll do
What was
Minion.
another-
Actually, oh yeah,
What was another-
Mr. Pringles. Actually, I'll do both Minion, Demeech and Reese, and then I'll do Mr. Pringles in the background. Actually, I have an idea. I'll do the minimalistic Pringles logo, and we're fighting it as minions.
You should make a drawing of that one guy who freaks out about the Battle Royale thing in Splatoon.
Actually, let's see.
Draw a jack-o'-lantern. Devin would like to see that.
Yeah, okay, I'll draw a jack-o'-lantern along with that, so... Actually, I'll use that as one of the, things that Minion, Demeech, and Reese are using to attack, the new Pringles logo.
I thought you were gonna say, Mr. Beast! How did that even become a meme?
Yeah, I feel like most things, that are... I mean, like, I feel like a lot of just random funny things become a meme.
It seems that memes have a low shelf life nowadays. Because
Yeah.
I remember in 2016, the memes would last the whole year. Do you remember the Harambe thing?
Yeah.
That lasted like an entire year. But nowadays, it's for most memes, they don't seem to last as long.
Yeah, I feel like ever since, like, around 2017 or 2018, like, a lot of memes have been, a lot of memes have been, not lasting as long. Though I feel like one exception is Among Us. I feel like that meme kind of lasted forever.
Isn't that a game?
Well, yeah, it's a game, but there are a lot of memes associated with it.
Is it a good game, or how come there are a lot of memes associated with it?
Um, I feel like it's just because of how popular it was and how like it just kind of blew up like around 2020, and then it became like a meme for quite a while. I feel like it might be due to like the funny character designs, or like how like kind of like the nature of the game, like how it's like kind of it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's but it kind of like spawned a lot of memes.
I think it's just like one of those things that just caused a lot of memes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like a kind of game that seems too meme worthy. No, Raid Shadow Legends is the best game ever made.
Have you ever gotten a sponsorship from that?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No.
You know what's surprising? I actually got a really good YouTube sponsor.
Yeah, I know you
I don't
told
know
me
what-
about a couple of them before.
I don't know if it's more, or I mean, I hate to sound like I'm bragging, but I don't know what's a bigger accomplishment on YouTube. Getting almost 50,000 subscribers, or getting a sponsor that's actually just awesome. Extreme Rate's a sponsor, and they do all the custom controllers and stuff. And I was like making videos about the custom controllers even before. So I'm passionate about doing that. And the fact that they sponsor the channel is even better.
So do you know
That's
how
where I get.
do you know how
Oh,
the
no.
minions usually have that like that denim outfit? I'll make yours purple, and I'll put like a D in the middle of it.
You should. Hosting Pac-Man Reanimated.
Who knew that I'd be drawing minion versions of both of us on a stream? Like it's just so random and kind of funny.
What's it like working with sponsors? Alright, I can tell you what it's like. So, in my case with Extreme Rate, it's a sponsorship where I do videos about like the controllers and such. Sometimes in shorts, other times I'll do just like I've done a few full-on tutorial videos. And essentially what it is they tell you like what the sponsorship is. And for me, I get an affiliate link where if you buy from Extreme Rate and use a code, I get a percentage of it, and you also get a discount. But what's really cool is that Extreme Rate is just a great sponsor because I'm friends with the guy who's at the company as well, even though he's a sponsor of the channel. Like, we talk very frequently, and if you have a good sponsor, it is great. But I can't speak for other sponsors because Extreme Rate's the only sponsor of the channel. And I don't think Nintendo's going to be giving me review copies anytime soon.
Even though most all minions except for like a couple, even though like most minions are yellow, I'm making minion Dimitri green. So Dimitri is the special minion.
I am a very special boy. Just like Smarty Boy.
We need Dimitri to be in Despicable Me 4. I think that's the next one.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's kind of crazy to see like animated movies with like 3 sequels. Like it's just like I feel like it's most of them usually only go up to like 3 unless it's like insanely popular, like Shrek, Toy Story, and then soon Despicable Me.
I think Toy Story 4 was one of the most unnecessary sequels of all time.
Yeah, I
didn't like
agree.
it. I think it ended on a perfect note with Toy Story 3, but they just had to milk it further. How did you guys feel about it, though?
I thought it was fine as a movie, but completely unnecessary, and I didn't like how it ended.
Yeah, the ending just felt kind of abrupt.
Okay.
Oh, Ice Age got a bunch of sequels. I can't believe there was such a market for Ice Age movies. Were they that popular, or I think they just made them?
Um, from what I've heard, it seems like they've done well. Like in the box office. I mean, it kind of seems that way. So I'm not sure. I think that might be the reason.
Toy Story 4 was alright. I actually hated Toy Story 4. Yeah, Toy Story 4, essentially what happened is it started off with Andy coming home for spring break, and the toys are excited to see him, but Andy disregards them. And what happens is he gets Buzz Lightyear, and then he turns him into a smoking device, and he becomes woozy, and Woody has to put him to rest. Dilute! What a sad movie.
Okay, now I'm drawing, me as a minion.
You think the Minions are gonna make a cameo in the Mario movie?
They might, but it seems like they're not really pushing like a lot of other things related to Illumination in this, because usually like with Illumination movies it kind of seems like sometimes like the movies like reference each other, or they kind of have like a similar style between the movies, but with the Mario movie, it seems to have a very distinct style. I mean, you can still tell that Illumination is making it, but you can kind of tell that it's like it's more distinct from most other things that Illumination has made.
We were doing a speed run there, because when I saw that I immediately I was immediately about to block him, but you already did that. Yeah, that was a joke, Sean Kim. It's referencing Robot Chicken. But what were you saying, Reese?
I was gonna say, like, with the Mario movie, I'm not sure if they're gonna, like, reference the Minions or anything related to Illumination, because it seems pretty distinct, compared to, like, a lot of, other things Illumination has done, and I'm not sure if, like, Nintendo's gonna want them to reference that in the movie, so...
You know, we thought there'd be a lot of Illumination tropes in the movie, like pop songs, potty humor, but it really doesn't seem to be that. The only problem is the celebrity voice acting.
Yeah.
Really, that's only a problem in Chris Pratt's case, and the movie's looking really good. But you think they're gonna have a scene? You know what Toad's name in Japan is, right?
Yeah, isn't it Canopio?
Yeah. Are they gonna have a scene where Toad's walking through this mysterious kingdom, and then he stumbles upon a pile of Koopa crap, and then he's like, "Oh, what's this, Mario? I'm gonna take a whiff of it." Just like Pinocchio.
You're obsessed with Pinocchio now.
I am. It's unhealthy. Paper Mario's a better obsession. No, it's just funny. How did that scene get approved? Oh, and by the way, that scene also went on for like 30 seconds. Did you know that?
Really? I just saw that, like, that one clip. I didn't know it went on for that long.
Yeah, the chat. If anyone saw it in the chat, confirm that it goes on for like 30 seconds. I'm not joking. Is it possible to have an obsession about obsessions? Like being obsessed about trying to be obsessed with stuff?
Maybe. I mean, it seems possible.
Oh, I was just here. We're not talking. We're not talking about Del Toro Pinocchio. We're talking about the Disney one.
Yeah.
Have Zero to go to Mario Paint.
Okay. Also, I need to draw the
It's a pretty good
Pringles
drawing of a
logo.
minion.
So there's Minion, Demeech, and Reese. And now I'm gonna draw the Pringles logo on the other side of this. I can just use the circle tool for this.
You didn't like the Lionsgate Pinocchio, A True Story? I'm probably gonna watch more episodes of Pac-Man, yeah.
I need to watch it sometime too. Okay. You know what? The Pringles logo, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, I know it's kind of like a general design, but it reminds me a little bit of both, King Bob-omb and Admiral Bobbery.
Which one?
The new Pringles logo. The new Pringles logo, it kind of reminds me, like the general design of it, it kind of reminds me of King Bob-omb a little bit. Like as I'm drawing it here.
It kind of reminds me of the Pokemon Jellicent, I think that's what the name is. The Lionsgate Pinocchio seems like a movie that's so bad that it's funny. The Disney one, I think, is just so bad that it's bad. I mean, yeah, there was I mean, yeah, we already went on about that.
Okay, so there's the Pringles logo. That's... yeah, there's barely anything to it. So now I'm gonna draw Jack-o'-lantern. I have to base it off of the emoji for. It's basically an inside joke that I have with a certain Discord server. I'm on a private Discord server, but we just we use the jack-o'-lantern emoji like all the time. But
Yeah, I did not understand it, but I just said go for it.
But yeah, it's kind of an inside joke that I have with a Discord server that I'm in. We just it doesn't matter if it's Halloween or not. We use the jack-o'-lantern emoji anyway.
I kind of get it now. Alright, I think the Pinocchio remake is the worst reviewed Disney remake so far. What is it exactly that makes it so bad other than that one scene?
I think the fact that I think it's the fact that from what I heard, it's like extremely boring.
It seemed kind of pointless to make because, I mean, they didn't really do anything to improve upon the original. In fact, they made it worse. like if you've seen the original, there was a scene where they were or Pinocchio went to this place called Pleasure Island where they'd drink beers and smoke cigars, but the movie would condemn it as something you shouldn't do. But even though it's being condemned, they couldn't do it. So what did they do in the remake? Take a guess.
Oh yeah, they did they just like replaced it with things like with just like boring things like candy and root beer.
You got it. They did root beer. I think, or Pinocchio.
Okay, so I think I'm done here with this drawing specifically. So
You have to make sure he has the other eye red.
oh wait, which one?
One of his eyes isn't red.
Oh wait, which which thing were you referring to?
The jack-o'-lantern, unless that's how it's supposed to be.
I'm basing it off of the emoji. Or the one of the I think the Microsoft emoji. So or it's either the Android or Microsoft one that I'm kind of basing it off of. Then so
Where do I watch The Father? When can I be on my own Pinocchio movie? Which one's that on?
I'm not sure, but I want to watch that just because of how ridiculous it looks.
It looks so funny that it looks so bad that it's good.
I heard that movie is at least more interesting to watch than the Disney one, or like. And by Disney one, I obviously mean the remake.
I don't understand though how they think it's okay to have the doo-doo scene, but apparently beer and cigars being condemned are too far.
Okay, so here is the picture here. So, Minion, Reese, and Demeech, and a jack-lantern emoji, and the new Pringles logo. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. I'm gonna read a few more comments in the chat.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this drawing, but now I have to go because I am getting incredibly tired. I'm about to fall asleep, but it was fun joining this stream.
Yeah, this was pretty fun. I should do more Mario Paint streams.
I'd recommend getting Mario and Wario because you can play that with the mouse.
Yeah,
But anyway, guys,
Peter Griffin
on.
next. Peter Griffin next. I'll do Peter Griffin on the next stream.
all right. Well, anyways, guys, nice to be here. Thank you for having me, Reese. And keep calm and da-da.
Stay perky.